Have you ever wondered why you suddenly feel hungry, even though you just ate? Or why some foods feel impossible to resist, no matter how much self-control you think you have? What if I told you that most of the hunger you feel isn't real hunger at all, but a combination of psychology, dopamine, habits, and emotional triggers that quietly manipulate your decisions every single day? In the next few minutes, we're going to break down the surprising truth about cravings, emotional eating, and the invisible forces that make you eat more than your body actually needs. Because once you understand what's really happening inside your brain, food stops controlling you, and you finally take back control of your life. In today's world, food surrounds us everywhere we go. It's on billboards, in ads, on our phones, in colorful grocery aisles, on the screens we scroll endlessly, and on the plates of people we follow online. We live in an era where food is more available, more convenient, and more engineered than at any time in human history. Yet, despite this abundance, many of us feel hungrier than ever. Not just physically hungry, but mentally hungry, emotionally hungry, restlessly hungry. It's a kind of hunger that doesn't come from the stomach, but from the mind. One minute you're fine, and the next minute you're craving something salty, sweet, crunchy, creamy, or comforting. You want something specific, something stimulating, something that hits the spot. And even when you're full, you want more. Why does this happen? Why do we feel hungry when our bodies don't actually need food? Why do we crave food when we're stressed, bored, tired, emotional, or overwhelmed? Why does modern food create patterns of desire that feel impossible to control? In this video, we'll break down the truth about real hunger versus fake hunger, emotional eating, dopamine-driven cravings, food engineering, and the hormonal traps that modern lifestyles create. We'll understand why the human body struggles in today's environment and how to finally rebuild a healthy, intuitive relationship with food. Because the truth is, you're not broken. Your biology is not wrong. Your hunger cues aren't bad. You're simply living in an environment that your ancient brain was never designed to handle. Let's dive deep into the science and psychology behind why you keep feeling hungry and how to take control again. To understand why you feel hungry even when your body doesn't need food, we need to distinguish between real hunger and fake hunger. Real hunger is slow, natural, and rooted in biology. It emerges from the body's energy needs. Your stomach feels empty, your energy lowers, and your hunger grows gradually over time. You're open to a variety of foods. You might want something simple, rice, vegetables, fruit, meat, or whatever is available. Real hunger is patient. Fake hunger is impulsive, sudden, and often emotional. It does not come from the stomach. It comes from the brain. It's triggered by stress, boredom, habit, memories, visuals, smells, or cravings. Fake hunger demands a specific sensory experience: crunch, sweetness, saltiness, creaminess, or a particular flavor. It arrives quickly, with urgency, and disappears just as quickly once satisfied. Here's a simple comparison. Comes gradually, feels neutral or mildly uncomfortable, open to many foods, easy to postpone, linked to energy needs. Sudden and urgent, fixates on specific foods, often tied to emotions or environment. Goes away when distracted, linked to dopamine, not energy. Understanding this difference alone can transform your relationship with food. Modern food isn't just food, it's engineered stimulation. Food companies formulate products to hit the bliss point, the perfect ratio of sugar, fat, salt, crunch, aroma, and texture that maximizes pleasure in the brain. When you eat these foods, your dopamine spikes sharply. That spike trains your brain to crave more, even if your body has no biological need for the calories. This is why you might crave chips, but not crave plain boiled potatoes, even though they're made from similar ingredients. Chips are engineered for addiction. Potatoes are not. This leads to something crucial. You begin craving the dopamine experience, not the nutrients. Your brain wants the emotional reward. It learns that eating is one of the fastest ways to feel pleasure. Over time, the brain becomes conditioned to seek food even when the stomach is full. Hunger cues get confused. The line between appetite and craving disappears. This is why you want dessert even after a big meal. You snack when you're not hungry. You crave stimulation, not nourishment. Food becomes entertainment instead of fuel. Modern food was designed to overpower your biology, and it does its job extremely well. One of the biggest sources of fake hunger is emotional discomfort. Humans often turn to food when facing stress, loneliness, boredom, anxiety, fatigue, overwhelm, sadness, emotional tension. Food offers temporary comfort because it releases dopamine and serotonin, the chemical equivalent of an emotional hug. The relief is real, but the effect is short-lived. Emotional hunger returns quickly, requiring more food to numb the discomfort. Here's the problem. Food can soothe emotions, but it cannot solve them. Emotional hunger is sudden, feels urgent, craves specific comfort foods, returns quickly, leaves guilt afterward. It is essentially the brain saying, I don't want to feel this emotion. Give me something to distract me. This creates a cycle. Emotion gives, craving gives, eating gives, relief gives, guilt gives, more emotion gives, more cravings. Breaking this loop requires awareness, not self-blame. Your body adapts to routines. If you eat at the same time daily, your stomach learns to release ghrelin around those hours, regardless of energy needs. This is why you feel hungry at noon, even if you ate a heavy breakfast. You crave snacks at night because you always snack at night. You want food when watching movies because you formed the habit. Your brain forms associations. Studying gives snacks. Finishing work gives reward food. Feeling bored gives eating. Watching TV gives chips. Driving gives coffee or sweet drinks. Stress gives sugar. Hunger isn't biological, it's conditioned behavior. Your body remembers patterns. If you always eat at 9 p.m., your brain will signal hunger at 9 p.m., even if your stomach is full. Humans evolved in scarcity. Seeing food used to mean eat now or starve later. But in today's world, food is everywhere. Your environment constantly pushes your brain toward eating. Triggers include smelling food, seeing food, watching cooking videos, ads on screens, walking by restaurants, watching friends eat, attractive packaging, social events. Your brain activates dopamine pathways simply from the anticipation of eating. Hunger becomes a reflex instead of a signal. This means you can feel hungry even when you just ate if the environment stimulates you. Stress increases cortisol, and cortisol increases appetite, especially for high-calorie foods. Stress cravings are not biological needs. They are attempts to self-soothe. Fatigue worsens this. Poor sleep increases ghrelin hunger hormone, decreases leptin fullness hormone, weakens decision-making, increases sugar cravings. Your body becomes chemically tricked into believing it needs more food than it actually does. This is why tired people snack more, crave sweets, eat late, feel hungry all day. The problem isn't your character, it's your hormones. Modern eating often follows a dopamine cycle. You feel an emotion, stress, boredom, anxiety. You crave something pleasurable. You eat, dopamine rises. You feel temporary relief. Dopamine crashes. You crave again to restore the high. You overeat. Guilt enters. The guilt becomes stress. Repeat. This is the same neurological pattern seen in behavioral addictions like gambling or compulsive scrolling. The food becomes a coping mechanism, not nourishment. Add modern digital life to this notifications, endless stimulation, multitasking, and your brain becomes even more hungry for instant pleasure. Food becomes the easiest dopamine source. Portion sizes today are much larger than decades ago. The bigger the serving, the more your brain expects to eat. Visual cues matter. If you see a big plate, your brain believes it's the right amount, even if it's far beyond your caloric needs. When portions grow, your hunger perception changes. Your brain thinks you're still hungry even after consuming enough calories because the portion didn't match expectations. Highly processed foods also digest quickly, causing blood sugar spikes and crashes that mimic hunger. So you end up eating more quickly, more often, while feeling less satisfied. To fix your relationship with food, you must retrain your internal signals. Signs of real hunger: gradual buildup, mild stomach emptiness, not urgent, open to any food, still present after distraction. Signs of fake hunger: sudden, urgent, food-specific cravings, disappears with water, driven by emotion, linked to habit or sensory triggers. Techniques to relearn hunger. If you've ever felt out of control with food, know this: you are not weak, you are not undisciplined, you are not lacking willpower. You are simply living in a world engineered to overstimulate your senses, overwhelm your biology, and confuse your natural hunger cues. But now that you understand the difference between real hunger and fake hunger, between biological needs and emotional cravings, you have the power to take back control. You can rebuild trust with your body. You can learn to eat intuitively. You can break the cycle. You can create balance. Awareness is the beginning. Small steps create momentum. And over time, you will become someone who eats with intention, not impulse. Your hunger is not your enemy. It is a message. And now you finally understand what it's been trying to tell you.